Hey guys, this is Joey from DroidDog.com, and today we are going to be comparing the HTC One X and the Samsung Galaxy S3. Right here we have the AT&T One X, which is actually going by the One XL because it's not any bigger, but it's got some different specs, and mine's actually a little bit dirty here, so we'll get to that in a second. And then we have the Sprint Samsung Galaxy S3. This variant has 4G LTE, which I believe went live yesterday. This is being filmed on July 5th, and hopefully it'll be up by the end of the day. So, first of all, we'll take a look at the two devices. They're right about the same size here. And this is a 4.8 inch screen, while this is 4.7. This is Super LCD, where this is Super AMOLED. And we look at the backs here. They both have, their cameras, flashes on opposite sides. The speaker is actually down here on the One X versus the speaker being up here on the Galaxy S3. This one has a SIM card right here, whereas in the GSM based variants of the Galaxy S3 will have it under the removable back cover, something that the One X does not have. It's completely enclosed in this unibody here. Bottom of the Galaxy S3 we have the micro USB port. That's on the side of the One X. Top is both of them. They both share a microphone on each side right there. Take a peek here. There's a microphone right there and a microphone right there. They both have their headphone jacks on the left side. On the top of the One X we have the lock button, and the lock button's on the right side of the Galaxy S3. So we got both devices ready to go here. These are each their lock screens. At first we'll start off with the display. The display on each device is right here. They're both HD 720 by 1280, I believe, on each screen. This one right here is Pentile, so technically it's full HD and at that full resolution, but there are it's a different sub-pixel layout, so technically it shouldn't look as good, but as I've learned in the last couple of weeks, that's not quite true. I mean, the pixels are a little more dense here on the 4.7 inch screen versus the 4.8, but that's not really noticeable in day-to-day use. I mean, you'd really have to go under a microscope, and even to find the Pentile, Samsung's refined their Pentile layout here, and it really works much better. This display right here is gorgeous. The colors just look so much better, even if they aren't quite as accurate as the Super LCD right here. They're both just gorgeous displays. Both of them are, we'll talk about performance here, both of them are pretty smooth, but the Galaxy S3 wins in that department. It's just a little more smooth. It is the smoothest Android handset I've ever used. And the One X, it's not just as smooth, but it's very, very smooth as well, but not to the same extent as the Galaxy S3. I've never experienced a phone as smooth as the Galaxy S3 right here. Another big thing people have been wondering is about the camera, so we'll load up a picture here. Gallery. Alright, so right here we have two pictures that we took on each device, and the camera that I'm using, it's just a bloggy touch, but it looks, maybe you can't see it quite as well, but the Galaxy S3, it's actually brighter. The display is brighter, and that's just how it is. And the cameras on both, they both look amazing, and you wouldn't be disappointed with either one of them, but I'd give the edge to the Galaxy S3 right here. That's just one thing I'm going to give it to. And then each has their own implementation, their own custom UI. Here we have Sense4, where we have the new TouchWiz UI. Both are running on Android 4.0, although I believe the Galaxy S3 has 4.0.4, where the One X has 4.0.3. Between the two, and this is going to be completely like preference based, where I prefer TouchWiz. I had the original Galaxy S, and I took a break for the Galaxy S2. Took some time with some HTC devices, but now we're looking at both of them. They're both great. They both get the job done, but I like the Galaxy S3's TouchWiz just a little bit better. And it may even be just how much smoother it is, but there's so much extra thrown in there. Like right here, if I wanted to start up S-Voice, one of the features that is included in the new TouchWiz, I'd say, turn on Galaxy. Oh. Turn on Galaxy. Not gonna work. Turn on Galaxy. And it looks like the Galaxy S3 hates us today. Turn on oh, recognize me. Turn on Galaxy. There we go. What would you like to do? Call Comey. What?
I'm not sure what you mean by what you like to do.
Hi, Galaxy. Call me.
Calling Kami.
Oh, camera falling.
Hello?
Dima, we're reviewing the Galaxy S3 versus the One X right now.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, we're on camera right now.
Cool.
I decided to use S voice and I decided to call you, and this is going to go up on the site.
Hi, Mommy.
Oh, I couldn't help it. Sometimes you gotta have a little fun with this stuff. So between the two, I like TouchWiz more. That's me. I think it offers a little more features. S voice, we'll leave it at that. But S voice is on here. There's no S voice. Google Now is coming. It'll whoop it'll whoop S voice. I'll tell you that right now, from what I've been hearing. But both get the job done. They're both nice. I prefer TouchWiz 4 just a little bit more. Both have S4 Snapdragon dual-core CPUs at 1.5 gigahertz. This is 2 gigabytes of RAM, which may be part of the smoothness, but I'm gonna bet more that that's TouchWiz, because TouchWiz in the past has added that extra little butter. We'll call it butter here to this device. This one right here is 1 gig of RAM. It's also very smooth. Sense 4. It gets the job done. We'll put it at that. It gets the job done. But it's not, in my personal opinion, it's not quite as good as TouchWiz 4. Now, battery life is one of the things that many people ask me about here. And battery life between the two, hands down, Galaxy S3. Now, neither of them are on LTE right now. This is actually on HSPA+. This is on Sprint's 3G. The battery life on the Galaxy S3, it's been rated better than both the iPhone 4S and the HTC One X, and I've found that it is better than the One X, although I'm going to give my iPhone 4, my trusty iPhone 4 right here, I think it has better battery life than any other device I've really used. But as we can see here, my iPhone did not survive the Tiesto concert. So there's your downside. Better battery life, but it'll shatter really easily if you decide to go to a concert or go see Tiesto. I blame Tiesto. Anyways, so between these two devices, battery life, Galaxy S3 wins. Alright, so between one thing, and each has its little, and this is gonna be our own little thing. Each has little things that annoy me. First of all, the build quality between the two devices. The Galaxy S3, I'm going to give it to it because, first of all, well, we'll take a peek here. You can see right here, if my camera will focus, right there, that's from one drop. It dented right in. The polycarbonate, which is plastic, by the way. HTC believes that the Galaxy S3 is complete plastic, and that should be a con for it. HTC One X, the polycarbonate, is just a fancy word for plastic. And right here, it dented really easily, and that's just annoying me, and I hope HTC doesn't kill me for denting it right there. Another thing that I've noticed, on this One X, I haven't really done it, but on the other One X I had a faulty unit with data issues. It would get these tiny little just hairline scratches on the display for no reason whatsoever, and it annoyed me, and I've had none of that with the Galaxy S3. I've had it for a couple weeks now. No issues like that whatsoever, and it feels a little better in the hand actually versus the One X, although I will give the looks to the One X. It just looks a little bit better. The Galaxy S3, it has a better build quality, and that's something that's a first for Samsung. I've normally thought that HTC's had better build quality, but this time around Samsung really got it down. Both have their LED notifiers, and they're both going off because I have an email right now. This one's right here in the earpiece. right up here in the earpiece, as it's always been on HTC handsets, whereas in the Galaxy S3 just has it right there through the glass. So here's the thing, you're on AT&T, you can choose between this or the Galaxy S3. Both have LTE. You're on Verizon, Galaxy S3, you can go for the Droid Incredible 4G LTE. It's $50 less. That's your Droid Incredible 4G LTE. You're on Sprint, just if you're on Sprint, just try to get off of Sprint. It's just horrible. And we're not going to get into data speeds here because this is just, it's not like these are necessarily exclusive handset. Well, this is an exclusive handset, and right here, I mean, if we put AT&T's HSPA Plus network to the thing, I'd say, yeah, I maxed out at about 8 megabits down per second, blah, blah, blah. But that's not the point right here. If you're on Sprint, get off Sprint. If you have to stay on Sprint, get the Galaxy S3. You're on T-Mobile, get the Galaxy S3. There's nothing else on T-Mobile except for the One S, and the One S is just a crappier version of the One X. Now you're on AT&T. You got your options here. You got the One X, and you got the Samsung Galaxy S3. What are you going to choose? I would choose the Galaxy S3. Honestly, Samsung really nailed it down right now, and I want one of these handsets for my personal line. I have an upgrade, and I'll probably be using it on that. One X, I like it, but it's a great handset. You will not be disappointed if you get it. If you just find something that you like a little bit more, totally go for this handset. This is my personal preference, remember that. But I would go for the Galaxy S3. One X, well, it's nice. It is nice, I'll give it that. It's nice, it's beautiful, but it's not Galaxy S3. I wish it was Galaxy S3. I want a Galaxy S3. So, fanboys, come at me right now. And while you're at it, follow our Facebook, facebook.com/DroidDog. We're not Phone Dog here. We're friends with Phone Dog, but we aren't Phone Dog here. Facebook.com/DroidDog. Google+, you can find us at DroidDog. Twitter, you can find us at DroidDog. Follow us everywhere, and remember to stay tuned to the site, DroidDog.com. This is Joey Lehto signing out.